If your hands smell like buttercream, then you must be a baker too. Let's be friends. My name is Chrissy from Maple Road. Hello guys, today we're going to be making a mermaid cake where we would use the same technique as the marble buttercream shown in the previous video, except this time around I wanted to add some texture, so I used a template and then I used marble buttercream technique and added some texture. It's kind of hard to explain, you just have to see it for yourself. To begin, we're going to use turquoise colored buttercream to cover both tiers. Then we're going to prep for stacking cakes since this is a two-tiered cake. When stacking cakes, it's important to stabilize the cake, and today we have these Boba Straws to take care of that. Place the cake board on top of the bottom tier to gauge where we'll be placing the Boba Straws. This will basically support the top tier. Cut all the Boba Straws to the height of your bottom tier cake. A simple method is to just put it right next to the cake, cut one straw, and use that to cut the rest of them. Stick the straws in the cake in a diamond shape. Cover the cake top with a little bit more buttercream, and that's it for now. This fish scale template was printed using a Cricut Machine. You can also use a stencil that could be purchased from Amazon for about $5. Placing the stencil on your bottom tier cake, making sure that the whole stencil is flat on the cake. And on to my favorite part, the marbling process. In a small bowl, carefully mix the buttercream colors that you want to use for the fish scale. I used purple, turquoise, blue to keep the mermaid / under the sea theme. Off to the freezer she goes for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the buttercream has hardened. Well, that was fast. Now we're using a metal scraper and hot water to smooth out the buttercream. You see, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, the marble. My stencil didn't cover the whole cake, so I repeated the steps until the whole cake is covered in fish scale. Peel it off ever so gently, and while the buttercream is slightly soft so you don't risk pieces of the scale coming off. And what do mermaids wear? Seashells. We're giving her a pair so she doesn't feel naked. Same process here. Let's use another template. Cover with more buttercream. This time just purple, because why not? Since we didn't use the marble buttercream technique, we can just peel this one right off. No need to put back in the freezer. Peel it and voila, she has a bra. Now the fondant. These should be done a day before to give time to dry out. Some were made using molds and some were not. These are self-explanatory. We can relax, observe, and enjoy a little bit of music. Alright, now it's a new day. The cakes were pretty frozen, so it's easy to stack. Cover the gap between the top and the bottom tier with icing and a fondant border. Clean up with a clean brush and decorate all over with the fondant pieces we made, hiding any imperfections that we may have made while stacking. Here she is, our mermaid cake. Eat the cake. Subscribe.